How's it going, guys? Welcome to Rant and Chill. On this channel, I like to rant and I like to chill. We're going to be ranting. And this is in response to the recent event, the recent All Too American event. And I hope you stick around for this video. Okay, let's begin. So, I don't have any hope. I've zero hope that things are going to change. And I say that because, it's just not. At least, definitely not the way that some people may want it. Like, hypothetically, if you were to remove all the guns, if you were to ban all the guns and take them all away, everyone has no guns out there, then yeah, you would reduce it. You would reduce the likelihood that something like this would happen. Yeah, there's no argument there. I don't see how anyone can argue that. But the problem with that, and this is where why I have no real hope on this, is that guns are pretty much in the DNA of America. Like the Constitution, there's gun rights, the Second Amendment. So to do that, to have your no gun society, gun free society, you would have to amend the Constitution. Which the problem with that is there are people who are reasonable, who know how to treat their firearms. They know how to store them, and then they're going to be punished because someone doesn't. But it's much more than that. Let's set that aside. Let's set that aside because I don't really care so much about that. Realistically, for me, let's say they did amend the Constitution. Let's say somehow it happened, and okay, those that want all the guns gone get their way, at least on paper. Then it's up to the police to go to everyone who has firearms and confiscate them. Everyone, not just the stereotype that you're probably thinking of, the white conservative gun-loving guy. Also, the black conservative gun-loving guy. It doesn't have to be conservative. It's anyone who owns a gun would then need to be approached by police, or they would need to have their firearms confiscated and to give them up. Then you're going to have to go to people who use their firearms on a regular basis to help them enact crime, like gangbangers, thugs, criminal types of all races. Okay, they're not going to give up their guns. They're not going to give up their guns. And already we live now in a society where police seem to be very standoffish or reluctant to approach criminals, especially high-armed criminals, because they know they're going to get off, or they're just going to be released, or if they get caught on video shooting even an armed black person, it's going to be framed in a way that's like not, it's completely ridiculous. So what happens then? Are they going to, you really believe that the police are going to confiscate the guns? Use lethal force, confiscate the guns from heavily armed gang members? I mean, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. But then again, this hypothetical I am exploring here is completely ridiculous because it just will never happen. It really can't happen. It's impossible for it to happen. Look, I want this to be prevented as much as you do. I want this to stop as much as you do. If it means anything, the individual had another target in mind but didn't pursue that because the security was a little too much. We need to fight this like fire on fire. We need to we can't take all of those guns away. We would have to actually react to this, knowing that, there is a chance that someone armed and crazy could approach a school. What could uh, deter that? Oh, well, armed security, and armed security that would put them down. Now, some people have a problem with that and don't want schools to look like prisons, but unfortunately, that is where we're at. I don't see any other way, especially in a way that's going to be implemented. Like the whole gun control thing, that takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of time, and nothing's happening in that time. It's a bunch of talk. But if you were to increase the security at schools, but pretty much armed guards at the doors, well, that's something you could do overnight. That's something you could do immediately. Look, I want this to stop too. I want this to stop. It's insane. We have really no control over that, do we? It's like, what is life but roulette at this point? And on a side note, you have people that are actually concerned about making sure we respect the pronouns of the horrible subhuman monstrosity that enacted that. I'm sorry, not sorry. You do something like that, I don't give a damn what your pronoun is. I don't care how you want to be identified. You will be identified as a subhuman piece of crap, and your name should never be mentioned because they don't deserve any amount of attention or any amount of fame. But yeah, I'm torn on this, guys. Sure, you are too. And you may disagree with this. That's fine. That's fine. And someone may bring up, well, I mean, gun control, outright bans worked in other countries. Be like, yeah, you're right. They did. But at the same time, you got to look at this country and look at literally in the Constitution and the founding documents. It's there. You're not getting rid of it. And there's more guns in America than there are people. And you think the gangbangers and criminal element are going to give up their guns, and you think the police in America are going to have the confidence, have the courage to actually do their job on that? No. Believe that at all. And then it's like, well, gun manufacturers how many companies are there that are in America? Quite a bit. And they want to make a profit. So it's just not going to happen, guys. I just don't believe it. Call me black-pilled. You can say other things. Say, oh, you sound like a conservative or gun-loving conservative, all that stuff. You can say that too. I'm just trying to be realistic. And I'm like, okay, what's the likelihood that the other side of the argument, that the gun haters and people who want it all banned are ever going to get their way? Zero. That's the likelihood. Zero. So, okay, well, what's something else we could do to protect the kids in the meantime? Well, armed guards or something of that kind. I mean, what else can we do? Anyway, let me know what you thought about this in the comment section. We'll have plenty more chill videos. There's always chill videos reacting to music videos and things like that. I like doing that stuff. With that said, you guys take it easy and have a good one.